Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry. Last time, we left off in the most gameplay section of the game that we've seen yet. Which isn't exactly a whole lot. Now, I deleted all these to make it a little easier to not lose track of what the fuck we are, because it's not really naming these unique things. Interesting, the crack thing still shows up though. So what do we need for that? Delisted test results is required. So we need a decision, I think. I'm not sure what kind of decisions were. Detailed test results we don't have yet. Okay, now, we went... Didn't we go through... Yeah, we went through this. So we just kind of have to figure out the next one to get to. Last time, actual gameplay. Yeah, this is pretty much the most game... The only other thing was 2 times where we were given... No, 3 times. There were 3 times we were actually given choices. So we don't have his first time... We don't have his part-time job or following footsteps. We did that. We haven't had the priest contact yet. We haven't had test results. Not. Let's see if we. Okay, we got that. Alright, we'll go with that then. But yes, welcome back. Back to a weird section. So how are you doing today? Oh, and also I would like to let everyone know, I did accidentally forget, so I did forget to actually go back to chapter 7 and do the director's talk thing, and I think there were 2 tips that unlocked. And that is my blunder. I asked Leo if he cared about me doing that now or not. I'd say at this point, if there was anything important in them, it probably doesn't really matter at this point because we already got a good chunk of things in 8 rolling. Now I am going to still do them, but I'm just going to finish chapter 8 and do them later. And then I will properly have them aligned properly in the playlist in order. Exhausted. What have you been up to? So, you know, with some of the stuff we've seen so far, I'm starting to wonder. I think I've thought about something about the other mortals. So, one of the last segments we had with the doctor and the nurse is that she was going to go get a live sample so they could poke around his brain, and that made me thinking. I'm wondering if everyone who quote unquote like vanished basically were experiments. I'm wondering. Stressful life. Oh, you did. What was you up early doing exercising? Somehow I just ended up in that position last night. So that means you didn't get a lot of sleep then. Ay, ay, ay. Gradually he learned of the greatness. Oh. It will cost. Only about 5 hours. Ah. See, I think it is incredibly horrible the village continue to treat them like that. See, last time, there was something that made me wonder if there was a... Because she has some kind of suppressed memory they hinted at. And I made, like, a random idea, like, what if somehow, like, in her weird franticness, she somehow pushed her parents off? That would be terrible, but... But I must hold you back. Well, that didn't prove to be good. Needed practice. That was just a thought. I mean, trying to think of truly horrifying things now. We haven't seen. Let's see. We haven't seen the test results yet. Haven't had the family move yet. Lead capsule. See, the bad thing is, I'm trying to remember certain things we might have always seen. Now, the third year was the priest, so that hasn't happened yet. We haven't done a dissection yet. Haven't had the ant die yet. We did have that, though. We just had that second requirement happen. But when the family isn't there to love... It's the police! FBI! Oh, okay. See, she does that to downplay her role, though. See, the whole point, like, her entire stick is manipulating people's thoughts. Like, by being a nurse, she gives herself a lesser view of knowledge, so people, like, it's putting yourself in the back, not in the focus, making it easier for you to slip through. See, I wonder if he ever suffered at all from this stuff, though. Uh-oh. Yeah, because she's just trying to give false... Ah, so it was like the theory. They have to be alive. Wait, whoa, wait a minute. What were the requirements for this one again? So her parents are dead at this point, so... But they say last year, so that would be the foreman. So that's... But the foreman was chopped into pieces, so either that's low-key hinting that one of the people who caused the murder was a research subject, or some kind of misunderstandings happening here. But that could explain why they never found... Because remember, So remember the first case, all 5 people... Well, no, okay. 5 people committed the crime. They each took apart a leg, an arm, and a head. 2 legs, 2 arms, head. What was it? One of his arms, I believe? They never found one of the people and the guy who had the arm. So this could be low-key saying that somehow they got their hands on that person and used him as a test subject. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too much into that. But, oh, I was wondering what happened to you. No notification from Twitch or Discord. You really need to, like, get a new phone, I think. Doing good. You know, speaking of thinking back at weird mysteries that still need solved in the series, you know something that still confused me for a while? The whole thing about murdering the uncle. You know, there was that whole thing, like, the confusion at what the fuck happened now, and I think I got a theory at what might have happened. The second part of the theory might be stretching it a little, though. You just got a new phone, and it sounds like you need a new phone. Or maybe an old phone. Old phone that works. No, you can't sacrifice her. Like the man from last year. Well, I would assume all of them were men, because they were at construction work. Exactly, man. How can you do that? You can't do that. No, you can't do that, man. It's like playing a mystery game and figuring things out. Creepy. Maybe all the streaming services need to not suck. Kinda weird for like you have the Discord alert tag, don't you? I'm pretty sure you had it, didn't you? Yeah, you have stream alert. I don't know. I mean, that's true, but... so yeah. So yeah, they got the person that never was found. He vanished. So yeah, I think my theory that the people who vanished were people they took for experiments. So that likely is what happened to most of the people in the Murder Mysteries, likely. They all got taken as experiments. Most of them. Parents' death thing's still kind of a mystery if that's an accident or if she killed them. But anyway, back to what I was saying originally. So, my theory about, what was it, Chapter 3? Chapter 3 was the uncle murdering, right? Anyway, the uncle murdering plan. So, the two big mysteries on that is the uncle's body vanished, even though supposedly the main character killed him, and that, she saw her uncle the next day. Oh, and there was also the fact that your friend said that you were at the festival. So, like, those things were all weird. So, you know, so what first made that kind of interesting was when we found out that the Norse died the previous day from the festival, which made the whole idea that there might be some weird doppelganger thing going on, an interesting theory, but obviously that's gotten 100% confirmed to be not the case at this point, because now we know it was a fake body. So then what's that mean in relation to Chapter 3 then? So I think Chapter 3 gets solved by taking parts of some of the end chapters. So, the doppelganger thing. What explains that? Well, I think the body explains it, actually. So, in Chapter 7... So, no, in Chapter 6. 6, not 7. Chapter 6, you know, the whole thing where we got two people murdered and the bodies were moved. I think that could be used as what happened to the body. Perhaps that she figured out that happened, moved the body, and in trying to cover up for the main character, they just lied and said he was at the festival in an attempt to cover it up, and he just didn't catch on. I think that's an interesting way to look at. So, the body, I would say, got explained away by it got moved. The main character being at the festival was a lie to give him an alibi. Now, why did she say her uncle was still alive and tortured her on the next day and that all night and stuff? Well, that I think can get explained by the disease. Because, I mean, we can see that she has these crazy fits and illusions and shit. So, it's possible that she just thought her uncle was literally still there, and he really wasn't. So, I think that explains what happened in Chapter 3. And it was just all a bunch of misunderstandings that didn't go well. And of course, we ran into the nurse that night after she had dumped her boyfriend's body and shit. So, I think, other than that, that's the best way to explain 3 in my opinion. Now, you have the end of Chapter 2, which was also confusing. I think it's probably safe to say that the main character in Chapter 2 was also under the disease's effect, which likely led to the illusion of one of the sisters being underneath killing him. That would be my guess, because otherwise I have no way to really explain that one away. Like, that one, that's the only way I can see that, because, I mean, they're both dead. Both of them were fucking dead. One was on the bottom of the well, and the other one fucking fell from a 2-floor, was it a 2-floor apartment? I can't remember now. It was from a high position apartment. So, yeah, I would say it likely was the disease as well, would be the best explanation for that. So really, like, that kind of explains away a lot of the weirdo shit that's happened in the early chapters. L5. Hmm. No, you have to, man. You can't. You have to refuse. Several months. Months. The fuck? Holy shit. That is crazy. Several months. Hello. Welcome. Well, hopefully he figures out a way to... I mean, obviously he figures out a way, because she's alive, but... Okay, next thing. Haven't had that happen. Still haven't had the ant die. Now... I don't... We haven't had help from the queen, now. Might be able to count, because assuming talking about the foreman was a level 5, I guess that could count. So we did that. I think we might meet the qualifications for that. Yes. No, we didn't meet the qualifications for that yet. Then okay, we still need some still. I mean, we did deny him seeing his sister, so I guess none of those scenes with the two of them yet counted as being a big boil moment yet. Haven't seen that. See, now I find that one interesting. It says the Park incident, the truth, which I'm growing more and more fearful that she might have killed her parents. The third year, declaration of war. Needs to be stagnated. I think we had that in a past scene last weekend. We haven't had the ministerial kidnapping thing come up yet. Haven't had the death to a bat yet. Haven't that. And he had a fever. I don't... Did she have a fever yet? 2013 seems about right. Man, that's a long time ago. Yeah, it says following since December 28th, 2013. Wow, that is a long time. Oh. I don't remember if she... Let's see. I don't think she... Yeah. I was like, I don't remember her having a fever yet. Then... Bottle of wine. Haven't had the emergency manual. Haven't had the priest. I think the walk candy did happen. Yes, okay. No happy day. I want to see a lot of the, I'd like to see a lot of what happened. Like, I just feel like that's what all this is leading, is just slowly unfolding a lot of the truth to the things that have happened. Yeah, gravel is not very good for sports, especially when you fall on it. I'm going to get some water, or maybe Gatorade. Wonder what this is gonna be about. Because it can't be about his first job, because he got that from the twins. Oh, we're having a chat about, oh. So she's still in the hospital then. $2 weeks. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is very concerning. See, he's getting concerned about whether. So I wonder what led to them finding a way to cope with the disease. Because obviously, at some point, he's going to be like, "No, I'm not doing this. I refuse." Yeah, hopefully you can get to work on that quickly. So in other words, this is motive. So this motivated him to work faster on a cure, basically. Yeah, she's still recovering. Booze help me cope. Ah, the grand solution to everything: alcohol. So he's like, can she just stay there? Which he's probably like, ah, shit. The cause of and solution to all of life's problems. Alcohol solves it all until it doesn't. So, the sad thing I have to wonder is what happened to him, though? If we go on the idea that the people who vanished were experimented on, I can't imagine the doctor wanting to fucking do him either. And the fact that his sister is still alive shows that the doctor went to great lengths to stop that. So, that really makes me curious what really happened to her brother. It's getting hard on him. It's interesting seeing how he tried to help them. I'm wondering if he decided, her parents died, so there's obviously going to be time before the next mortal. So I'm wondering how long she stayed in the hospital, because I'm wondering if she ended up staying in the hospital for months until the next festival. I'm wondering if maybe after he left, if he decided that he would protect her. I'm wondering. Haven't had the part-time job thing yet. Haven't had the top one might have been what just happened. The bottom one, we haven't had something related to her yet. Still... We've had the watermelon thing. Should? No. See, I don't know if that counts as awareness of his sins. Expecting a vacant lot? I don't remember anything like that happening. Wood capsule. Oh, and I probably should save Nimble. We've had that. It's only happened like 3 times, but we did experience that weird crash thing. But Nimble, a good idea to save once in a while, you know. Let's see. Got that. I don't know if we got... No, we still haven't had anything that counts as his decision yet. So yeah, so the discontinuation is one of the things we're waiting for. I'm assuming... Yeah, I figured. Not sure what the help of the queen thing is gonna be. I mean, I know who it is, obviously, but... Like, what that event would entail, I don't know. That sounds like one we should be able to do, yes. Now, who are we? We've never seen this backdrop. Oh, this is his house. Oh, wait, no. No, that's... Wait. Wait, is that who's answering, or... Okay, no, the... Okay, yeah, we're the doctor, yeah. Ran into him on the way home. It's the... Okay, so... The man... So, yeah. So, the man... They experimented on the man from the Force Mortal case. So, bam. I called it. See, that's funny. They hint at it before they even just... Yeah. Body dumping? That's the question. Hmm. Time to shine your shine. Sorry, I got a little lost in my morality. Hmm. I mean, it's a very, very immoral thing. Are you getting cold feet? We don't want the director to have cold feet. I mean, if he has cold feet, he's not gonna get any progress done. Then what? Then what? Okay. No, wasn't that one... So that's the experiment, there's that. So those are the two I need. See, that would explain her father. Her father probably also was a patient. Because they did say he had a strange disease. And then the mother killed herself just out of superstition, it seems. I don't remember anything about fluids. Yeah. We don't have that yet. We don't have that yet, of course. We haven't gotten a C117. Ah. So these are each called sacrifice. Third sacrifice. Fourth sacrifice. So there will definitely... So... Interesting it's calling her a second sacrifice. So... Haven't had the emergency manual yet. We haven't had the priest contact yet. We haven't had the part-time job or the footsteps. Haven't had the move happen yet. And it's obviously still not that. I don't remember anything about Vacant Lot happening yet, so yeah. A wed capsule. I don't remember anything about wed capsule yet either. So what the hell am I supposed to be unlocking now at this point? I mean, we got the test results. So he hasn't gotten a decision yet. I mean, the third victim was the priest, and that hasn't happened yet, so we don't have that yet. We don't know the truth yet. I'm pretty sure we haven't had any... Oh, okay, apparently we did then. Like, the first one I know we did, but the second one, I don't remember anything about the... It must have been something last weekend then. Oh no, the father believes it. Well, I mean, she would have likely heard this a few times, because during her chapter, it made it sound like, you know, she used to go way far back, but as they kept doing this, they lost being able to go that far back. Like, she did mention giving up on her parents, so she clearly was at least able to go back to the year they died. But I think it mentioned, like, being able to go all the way 5 years. Now, how in the world does he know any of this? Yeah, maybe there's more behind his death than initially seemed, because I thought maybe he just got taken as a patient, but now I'm wondering if somehow he learned about what happened and he got targeted for knowing it. What if... Oh man, what if their deaths weren't experiments, but somehow he knew, he told the wife, and they just killed the two of them? How did he learn about any of this? He saw the script, and he got put on the list. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Who told him? Who? Now, how in the world did he see such things as that? Oh, yeah. He definitely got more, though, because he somehow figured this out. How did he get this, though? And there's a lot of other reasons for it, too. But how did he get access to it? So maybe that's why he knows. So what my guess is, they approached him because they need to research his daughter. So obviously the two options there would have been to ask nicely or kill them and take her by force. And I'm starting to wonder if that latter option might have been what ended up happening. It's time to put you to bed, darling. Interesting. Yeah, I'm leaning on they got killed. I don't think they ended up being experienced. They maybe after, but I think they were primarily killed because they got info. Very, very concerning info. It's like, well, if they're not gonna work with us, then kill them. That's my guess. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see.